Most of the recent videos I've done, I've taken you around the boot sales, the charity shops, jumble trails, showing you the type of stuff that I pick up with the intent to sell on eBay. But I'm well aware that I've not actually shown you what's been selling on eBay. And that's been intentional. It's not that I haven't actually sold anything on eBay. In fact, my sales are generally up from where they usually are. It's more the fact that my sourcing trips recently have been quite productive. I've been able to fill a video's worth of content just showing you the stuff I've picked up. And actually, showing you what I've sold, it just felt like a bit of a tack on at the end. It didn't really flow. And actually, when I used to do the block of sales at the end of each video, that was what the analytics were telling me. The graphs are telling me that the interest in my videos is what I pick up. And then as soon as I started showing you the sales, the views dropped and people started to click off. So I took that as actually people weren't really interested in that. So in a way, I'm going to use this video as a test, because this video is just going to be showing you some of my favourite sales over the last couple of weeks. If there's enough interest in this video, I might start doing this as a regular thing. If not, we'll bin it off and I'll just show you what I pick up. Let's crack on with some sales. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. We'll start off with a box Build-A-Bear. As we know, Build-A-Bears can be hit or miss, and I do tend to steer clear from the How to Train a Dragon ones. But this one's done alright. This one's called Light Fury. It's got the wings on, and it's got the tag still on its ear. That's brand new, isn't it? This one is going global shipping over to America for £20. And I was thinking, right, actually, if you're shopping internationally, could this be an early Christmas shopper? Perhaps buying 4 months in advance, making sure it arrives by Christmas? Maybe not. First edition hardback Warhammer 40k book, Sabbath War. That one sold for 20. This one sold for 20 as well. He is so cool. This is Jeremy Fisher off of Beatrix Potter. I have literally had this years. 2 years. I bought it 2 boot sale seasons ago. When I bought this, there was only one sold listing, and that was £40. So I listed it for that, stuck it in the box, and just forgot about it. 2 years. That's just been ticking over on my eBay store. Until a couple of weeks ago, we went through, sorted out all my listings. I took the postage off. I drastically dropped the price of it. Sold for 20. I only picked these up at the Jumble Trail last week, a pair of Nike Mercurial CR7 football boots, UK size 7. Look at the pattern, it's really cool. It's kind of like a flame going up there. But what I couldn't tell, right, is on the inside, I didn't know if that was it's scuffed or if that is just the print of the pattern. I think it is just the print of the pattern. I took loads of pictures around there. They have not hung around, they sold for £18.50. 4th generation Kindle. Now I saw one of these recently that lasted 2 days. This one's lasted 2 days, sold for 20. This one's done alright. It's a BT audio baby monitor. I guess BT aren't really known for their baby monitors, but this one hasn't hung around too long. I paid £5 for it. That was a problem really. I paid too much, so I had to chase that top sale price to try and make a reasonable profit. Took an offer £16.50. This was a decent sale. I picked this up at the boot sale start of this summer. I paid £1 for this Casio sealed calculator. It's back to school season and everyone's looking out for the school stationery. This is sold for just under £40. Mario Kart card sleeve, that went for £9.50. And then Mario Kart proper box with a steering wheel, that went for £16. So the box and the steering wheel has increased the sale price by £6.50. But the postage cost is going to be much higher on that. So they pretty much balance out. And then I picked this Alias board game up in the charity shop. Proper punt, right? It was only £1. Thing is, pre-owned versions of this game, just not even worth looking at. Because this is sealed, I've sold it as brand new. That one sold for £15. Sales have been ticking over pretty nicely. I got these to pack up now. I only picked these up recently. They're a pair of Nike Free Run 2s. They don't have any insoles in. They're UK 9s. I paid £4. They sold for £22.50. A pair of kiddie size UK 1 Timberlands. They went for a tenner. I have had this Beanie Baby for ages. It's a Princess Diana one, still got the tag on. This is a good one to look out for. I've had it listed for about £50 forever. Someone come in, offered 25. You know what? Let's get it gone. Grow Clock, don't have any trouble selling these. I've sold 3 of these in the past fortnight, £12. Check out this mobile crane. Matchbox Super Kings. It's got Langs printed on the side. That went for £14.50. I picked this Tiger Tails t-shirt up ages ago, and a bit like that Beanie Baby, I had it priced up pretty high because there's just none others listed on eBay. Cardiff Wales printed on the back with all the band members. It's from 2011. I took an offer, that one sold for 25. And then this was a really nice sale. I love it when someone jumps on the shop, scrolls through and buys a couple of things at the same time. I'm guessing they're a game collector. We've got a sealed version of Uncharted 3 for PS3. Choo Choo Rocket on the Game Boy Advance. And Puzzle Fighter 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Those three there as a bundle sold for just under 60. Can you see that? See that stack of Spider-Man there? I've been sorting through them all. It's just been growing and growing and growing. Every time I find a Spider-Man figure, it just goes in there. Well, it was time to sort them out. And I listed up this Sneak Attack one here. It's from 1997 and he's complete. You can imagine loads of these fingers will get snapped off or chewed. That was sold for 15 quid. I finally got around to sorting out all my Nintendo Wiis. I'd accumulated 6 consoles. Now, only a couple of them are all complete with all the pieces. The rest of it I've parted out and I've listed up the controllers individually, the unit individually. But this is the first bit to sell. Actually, I won't hold it up. It is just a complete Wii console set. Threw in one game, Wii Play. Now sold for 40. Not sold a bit of Trackmaster for ages. Picked up a big bundle of it for 15 quid. Bought it for the trains, but I took the track as well. It's my favourite train to sell, Duck. And I bundled in a couple of carriages. That sold for £25. Pair of Hotter heels. These are called Donna heels. UK size 4. They sold for 20. These sold for 20 as well. A pair of high top Converse. They've got like a snakeskin finish to them. I've had this listed for ages. It's a patch card. Hope Solo. She's retired now. She played in goal for the American football team. Had this priced up for 25 quid. It is from 2010. Haven't had too much interest in it, mind. Offer come in, 18 quid, I took it. Sold another couple of cards as well there. This was a decent sale. Picked this up at the Jumble Trail the other week. It was on the table for a £5. And what it is a Olympus AF10 super camera. One that you put a film in the back. Put some batteries in, tested the flash. Looks in really good condition. And when I bought it from the guy, he said that it had hardly been used. He's going to say that, isn't he? 5 quid, sold that for 80. So over the weekend, right, Wales put in a decent performance in the football under Craig Bellamy. Woke up the next morning, size XL Wales football jersey had sold. Just under 30 quid. And then these sold as well. A traditional pair of Mizuno football boots. UK size 6. They've just got such a retro look about them. When I bought these, I paid 2 quid, right? They were covered in just like the white paint that you get off the lines on the pitch. Cleaned them up. They've come up pretty well. They've sold for 15. So I picked those boots up at that Jumble Trail a couple of weeks ago. I found these as well. A pair of Liverpool official Crocs. They're size UK 5. These sold really quick. Wondering if I priced them too cheap. Paid 2 quid. Sold for 22.50. And on the same Jumble Trail, my son picked this up for free. Basically, he saw a bit of electronics with a plug on, thought it was interesting, brought it over. It's a Sky wireless booster. Yeah, wireless booster, says it on the front there. That one I sold for 20 quid. Then I sold a couple of teddies. This Care Bear there went for a tenner, and this Build-A-Bear Marshall with the hat and the outfit, that went for 17.50. Media's been flying out. I've sold a sealed version of the Philosopher's Stone Harry Potter CD audiobook. That one went for 12 quid. I sold Metal Gear Solid on PS1, that went for 35 quid. And this is a classic example of where I go into CEX, take loads of low value DVDs, loads of low value games, trade them all in just to buy one game. And then I can flip a nice high value game on eBay, saves a lot of hassle, and I get the same reward. Did that with these two as well. Destroy All Humans 1 and 2 on PS2, those sold for just under 11. I've not sold a doll for a while actually. This is an Ever After High doll. This one's called Cheshire Kitty. Paid £2 in the charity shop. Listed it. It sold the same evening for £18.50. Something else I haven't sold for a while. VTech Toot drivers. I used to sell these all the time. I used to buy bundles of them, split them down, either sell them off individually or sell them off in smaller bundles. Well, I've just had loads accumulating just in my death pile down there. I just bung them all together. Usually I aim for £3 each, but the more you add to the bundle, the less you get per unit. What was in there? 11? They sold for £22.50, so not even £2 each, but they're gone. These ones in here did a lot better. These are called Corey Carson Toot drivers. Really distinctive style, you can tell by the faces on them. I got 3 of them which you put batteries in. They make sounds whenever they got the batteries in. And then 4 of these smaller little ones. They're cute, aren't they? These Corey Carsons, 7 of those, sold for just under 25. And then I sold this VTech train, that one went for a tenner. Bit of electronics. Got a Canon camera here. It's a IXUS 950IS. I picked this up on the Jumble Trail. I got it from the lady that I bought the Nintendo Switch off for a tenner. This was in a bag of the random switch bits, the little controller and the bit that you connect it to the TV. This camera was just in the bottom of the bag. I didn't see it. When I got home, really lucky to find it in there. I had a battery charger in here already, so I could charge the battery up. It's fully tested. It's not in the best condition, right? But it's all superficial damage. Few scratches on the cover there, few scratches on the screen there. So I was never going to get top price. But even so, that sold for £65. And I got a couple of Wii remotes here. They got the little rubber skins on them, and I've got the little straps. Those two sold for £25. Picked this one up last week. Eeyore Disney Store mug. Paid £3 for that one. That one sold for £14. We're getting into board game season as well. I saw this old vintage Monopoly. It's all complete, although the box is a bit tatty. Loads of tape on the corners there just to keep it together, and that corner there too. Still, sold for £14.50. These were a surprise. Just check what model they are. Usually says it there. There it is. These are a pair of Hotter Abbey boots. I sold these for £18 or something like that, and these are going global shipping over to Australia. And they've ended up paying just under 40 quid for them once they take into account their post and their taxes. I'm thinking, like, why is someone paying that amount for this? And I just checked on the bottom. They are made in England. Maui. Disney Store stamped on the bottom there. Still got the tag on in there. Paid £5 for this one. He sold for 25. And then check out this bag. I paid a couple of quid for it. The Wiggles. Now, I have never heard of the Wiggles, right? There's the big logo there. This one must have just been a real old school kids program when you got characters like Dorothy the dinosaur, Henry the octopus. Someone is going to get a bit nostalgic over this, aren't they? Or maybe there's collectors of it, I don't know. But this bag isn't in the best condition. Look at all the like dirt up there. It's got someone's name written on the top there. But there aren't many of these listed on eBay. I priced this at 25 quid. I have no idea how to price it. Offer come in, £18. Haven't had too much interest because I only paid a couple of quid to start with. I accepted it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like and hit that subscribe. And don't forget to leave me a comment to let me know what you think about this style video. I'll be able to tell some of it from the analytics, but it'll be nice to know what you guys enjoy about my videos. Either way, I'm going to be outsourcing again Wednesday. I'll take you along on that one. Catch up with you then.